The children of the village loved playing in the garden. They would come there as soon as school got over and would stay till evening. In the far end of the garden was a big castle. People often said that the giant who owned the garden used to live there. But it was empty now. Nobody knew what had happened to the giant, wondered how the garden must look too. But with all the sadness present in the garden, spring did not come to it. The garden remained frozen. What only runs happy in the garden was snow and frost. With no spring to melt them, they became the masters of the garden.
I will cover every tree of this garden so that it looks white.
And so it went and covered every tree till all one could see was white.
I am going to invite the north wind to join us here.
The icy cold. He thought perhaps the king's musicians were passing the garden. He looked beyond into the garden. The icy wind had stopped blowing. The snow was melting and frost was vanishing. Hail couldn't be seen anywhere. Instead, he saw the most beautiful sight.
The children had broken into the garden.
Some children had found a hole in the wall and had entered the garden from there. They were on every tree and were happily sprawling on the grass. The trees were so happy that they covered themselves with green leaves. The flowers also came out and the grass was smiling gleefully. Even the birds were chirping new happy tunes.
What I did was terrible. I was selfish.
From his window.
What is the matter, boy?
The boy's hands were bleeding. This made the giant very angry.
Who has hurt you? Tell me his name and I will punish him.
The little boy calmed the giant and said, "Calm down, my friend. These are wounds of love." Then the boy took the giant's hand and took him to the garden of paradise with him. After some time, the other children came to where the little boy had been. They found the giant lying on the grass and covered with white cloth.
Look at him,
With a lovely smile.
giant. Hani the children were playing the giant